8 o'clock, boys and girls. 8 o'clock is the time for school. Never late in the morning. 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, boys and girls. 8 o'clock is the time for school. Never late in the morning. 8 o'clock. Good day to you, my beautiful learners. Are you ready for today's class? If you're ready for today's class, let me hear you say, I am. We are ready for today's class. We are ready for today's class. So, settle down and let's proceed. Our topic today is word formation. Yeah, repeat after me, word formation. So, by the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of word formation, explain the meaning of word formation, explain the meaning of prefixes and suffixes, explain the meaning of prefixes and suffixes, and give examples of prefixes and suffixes. Give example of prefixes and suffixes. So now we'll proceed. So when we say word formation refers to the way in which new words are made on the basis of other words. What it simply means is that when you have a particular word, you have a word, and you form a new word from it, just like when you have teach, and you have your ER to it. You know, teach means to impart knowledge. So when you add your ER to it, it has changed automatically. The meaning has changed. So you cannot say teach again. It becomes teacher. And the teacher is a person who imparts knowledge, isn't it? A teacher is a person who imparts knowledge. So that's the meaning, that when you had a certain words to the basis of other words, a new word is being produced. When you have teach, and you now had he, how it becomes teacher. So a new word is formed. That new word is what? Teacher. So when we now look at, under word formation, we look at prefixes and suffixes. These are words that are added to the beginning or the end of other words. So it's either at the beginning or you had it at the end. So let's proceed. So when we say prefixes simply means when words are added to the beginning of an existing word in order to create a new word with different meaning. So when we say prefixes are added to the beginning of an existing word in order to create a new word with different meaning. So what it simply means is that when you have a word, you have the basics, which is, let's say, happy. Then you had another word at the beginning of happy. You know, when you say someone is happy, that means you are not, when someone is not sad, you are in a very joyous mood. So when you now had a prefix in a word to it at the beginning, it changed the meaning. Like when you had UN on to it, on happy, that means it gives it another meaning as what? Sad. Is that taking? You say that means it's sad. So your prefixes, whenever you add your prefixes to words, it changes the meaning. It gives that new word another meaning. It's because the existing word, which is happy, means someone to be joyous. Then when you add your on to it, it becomes an happy. So it has changed the form, the meaning of that particular word. Is that taken? So whenever you have your prefixes, what it simply means is that whenever you have your prefixes, it changes the meaning of the existing words before. Is that taken? So who can tell me what prefixes are? I answer. Prefixes are added to the beginning of an existing word in order to create a new word with different meaning. Yes, who else can talk? I answer. Prefixes are added at the beginning of the root of the main word, and which a new word is formed, and it has a new word is formed with a different meaning. Yes, you're all correct. Clap for yourself. So we have some examples that we have cultural. When we have multicultural, that means we have different, what culture is. So we have different cultural practices. So we have work. When you work, then you have over. Then when you have overwork, you know what that means? You've overstressed yourself. But work is ability when you do some things. So now let's proceed. So we have the suffixes. This is added. This is added to the end of an existing. It's always added to the end of an existing word. Is that taken? When it's being added to the end of an existing word. So we have child and you have childish. Then when you have work and you add your er to it, becomes what? Worker. Then when you have taste and less, it becomes tasteless. So who can tell me what suffixes are? Auntie, suffixes are added to the end of the existing words. So give me an example. Childish. When you have child and ish, yes, you're correct. You're correct. So we've come to the end of today's class, but before we leave, who can tell me the two examples of word formation and prefaces and suffixes? Yes, you're correct. Give it to yourself. So what are prefaces? Prefaces, look at my hands. Prefaces are words that is being added at the beginning of the existing word, in which a new word is formed with a different meaning. Yes, thumbs up. You're correct. So who can give me an example of prefaces? Auntie, unhappy. Yes. Overwork. Yes, correct. Clap for yourself. So what are suffixes? Suffixes are words that are added at the end of the existing word. So we can give me an example. Childish. Clap for yourself. We've come to the end of today's class. See you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.